Hey everyone! In this video, we're going to talk about WearOS by Google on a Fossil 6 smartwatch. We're going to talk about what it looks like, its main interfaces, how to navigate and configure it. WearOS is Google's operating system for smartwatches. Fossil 6 is one of the many smartwatches that runs on WearOS. Recently, Google announced its own Pixel smartwatch. Let's quickly talk about the smartwatch itself. As you can see, Fossil 6 has a rounded touchscreen with 3 physical buttons, the middle one being the crown that can be turned to scroll through interfaces. The top button is used to access the most recently used apps, whereas the bottom one is configurable and you can configure it to launch any application on your smartwatch. The top button and the crown are also configurable for double tapping. That's about the smartwatch itself. Now let's dive in and talk about WearOS. So WearOS has 5 major interfaces. These are the watch faces, tiles, quick settings or control center, notifications, and the main menu that has apps and settings. Faces are the default screen on a smartwatch. They are like the home screen on Android smartphones. Your smartwatch might come with many faces provided by WearOS or by Fossil in this case, or you might install apps for different face designs. And depending on these faces, you can have different configurations. For example, in this classic looking face, you have 3 complications that hold information such as the date, battery level, media control, heart rate, and more. To change faces, press and hold over the current face, and then swipe through available faces. Like we said before, there might be many faces provided by your watch or apps. However, you can only select faces that you have activated. So to activate more faces that are available from your smartwatch, scroll all the way to the right and then press the plus button. Now, to edit an actual face and change the information and the design of it, you press and hold over the face again, and then you press the edit icon or the pen looking icon. Depending on the face, you might be able to change things like its design or the information presented within complications or other parts of the face. And finally, to remove a face, scroll through faces and then swipe up over the face that you'd like to remove. That's all about faces. Now let's talk about tiles. Tiles are like widgets on smartphones. To access tiles, swipe left or right. They display specific information from applications such as weather, heart rate, next event, quick access like setting up a timer, setting up alarms, and so on. Similar to faces, there might be many tiles provided by your watch or the applications that you have installed. However, you can only swipe or see tiles that are active. Tiles themselves cannot be changed or configured, but you can change their positioning and you can rearrange them. To rearrange tiles, swipe left or right to go to a tile, then press and hold, and then using the arrows, change the position of the tile that is in your screen. To add new tiles, simply press the plus icon when you are in the rearranging mode. To remove a tile, simply swipe up over it. Next, let's talk about quick settings or control center in WearOS. To access control center, swipe down from top of the screen or rotate the crown towards your body. Quick settings have some of the most used functionalities in your smartwatch, such as flashlight, Google Pay, Find My Phone, brightness, disable touch screen, different ring modes, airplane mode, battery modes, and settings. That's about quick settings. Now let's talk about notifications. Notifications in WearOS look and behave very much the same as in Android smartphones. Swipe up or rotate the crown away from your body to access notifications. If there are new notifications, a dot will appear at the bottom of the screen. Swipe left or right over a notification to remove it. If there are multiple notifications, a Clear All button will appear at the end of the screen. Depending on what app the notification is coming from, there might be quick options to perform from that notification, such as archiving an email or replying to a message. Last but not least, let's talk about main menu and settings. To go to main menu, press the crown when on the face view. Swipe using the touch screen or rotate the crown to scroll through the main menu. The main menu is presented on a list view with colorful icons to the left and the names to the right. It is also ordered alphabetically, making it easy finding the apps that you might be looking for. Settings are designed in a very similar way, except that icons are not colorful. They are organized and grouped in logical categories, which makes it easy navigating through settings. To go back or the face screen, press the crown again. Overall, Fossil 6 has a pretty good user experience, straightforward and intuitive, easy to navigate and configure. The only drawback when it comes to the things that we have demonstrated today is removing a tile or a face. There is no way for users to know that swiping up would remove a tile or a face. That's it for this review. I hope you have got a better feeling of what WearOS looks like, how to configure and navigate it.